I talked about Aaron Rodgers from the start of the season, that this was going to be his breakout year, and I picked the Packers to win the Super Bowl from the start, and I'm sticking with them, and I'm all about the Packers. I know Pittsburgh has a good team, but I'm all about the Packers.
You're about to
look like a genius right now. Looking like a genius.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just – what's that?
No, go ahead. You can finish.
No, I was just saying, I don't know. I mean, just from the start, I mean, I thought Ted Thompson, the general manager of Green Bay, was smart when he was tired of the I'm retired, I'm not retired, and Brett Favre. He knew he had a good quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers, to me, possesses everything you want in a quarterback. Escapability, he can run the football, was second in rushing for quarterbacks behind Michael Vick. He has a strong arm. He has an accurate arm. He's not afraid to go into the end zone if he has to. I mean, I like his game all the way around. He's a thinker. I don't know how you can't like this guy in the future. I mean, he has really the great future ahead of him. He could win a Super Bowl in his third year as a starter. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Right. Well, let's stay on the topic of Aaron Rodgers. Rob, I got a question. Now, a lot of people are saying that the Packers can't win without a great performance from Aaron Rodgers. And first of all, let me ask you, do you agree with that? And then secondly, if the Packers do win and Rodgers indeed has a good game, does that fully take him out of the Brett Favre shadow in Green Bay?
Yeah, I don't know about he has to have a great game. He had a terrible second half against the Bears, and they won because they have a good defense. They're the fifth best defense in the NFL, and they got playmakers. Woodson, Matthews. I mean, even Rajay, the interception against the Bears, B.J. Raji. I mean, look at he caught the ball with his hands. A big man like that ran, and that they're playmakers. They got playmakers on that team. So I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers has to throw for 500 yards from the win. I don't think that's true. I just think if you look at his numbers, especially in the postseason and especially indoors, I mean, he killed. They didn't win the game, but he had 400 yards, 4 touchdowns against Arizona a couple years ago in that game that they lost. And then if you look at the game against Atlanta indoors, I mean, he went crazy. And the other part is only 5 quarterbacks since 1990 have thrown for more than 383 yards against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and Aaron Rodgers is one of them.
Hey, Rob, real quick, bringing back that Arizona game from last year. I
think that was 2 years ago, right?
No, it was last year. It was last season. But
I thought they didn't make the playoffs last year.
You're talking about the overtime game, right?
No, the one I thought that wasn't that 2 years ago against Arizona, or was that last year?
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
I had a lot of arguments with people about that, saying that he choked when the game was on the line, but I disagree because if you look at that play, first of all, he was face masked all the way to the ground, and it also looked mysteriously like the tuck rule that they would have called for Tom Brady had it been him in that situation. So I thought he played a great game in that one and didn't get enough credit for what he did in that game. But that's just
I thought his numbers were through the roof, and he just didn't. The play at the end kind of soured the whole thing. But if you really look at that performance that he put on, it was pretty spectacular. So I just think that they have that going for them. And of course, we know what Pittsburgh can do. Obviously, they're trying to go get a third Super Bowl with Ben Roethlisberger leading the way, so they have a lot to play for, and they've been there, done that, and have the experience. So I expect it to be a really good game.
Yeah, Rob, this is Jimmy. How you doing? I have a question about the other side of the ball. The top 3 finishers for Defensive Player of the Year are all in this game, but I'm speaking of the top 2. Who do you think is the bigger problem for the opposing offense, Clay Matthews or Troy?
That's a great question because I think they're both because they finished 1-2 Defensive Player of the Year and only by 2 votes, so they're so close. I'll just you know what? I think the Steelers secondary is questionable, and if Troy Polamalu doesn't play well, I think they're in trouble. So I'll say Troy Polamalu because I think with a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, if he's not there to make some plays, they're going to be in trouble because that secondary is not the greatest, and they have some issues back there.
Yeah, true that. Hey, Brad, you have a question?
Great question, Jimmy. I actually would like to throw Chuck in there, Charles Woodson, because I think he's gonna make some plays.
It's the war room with 5 nights at the round table, 5 Philly guys, diversified.